Good morning, students. I hope you are well, taking good care of yourselves and washing your hands frequently. And I hope you are not going out, not visiting the public places like parks and malls. And in previous video, I told you you can make your own sanitizer and use it frequently. So let's watch a video that how you can make your own hand sanitizer. Today's session is about lesson 13.3, use models to compare fractions, and we are going to work with the fractions with same denominator, and we have to cover page number 685 to 688 today. So what are the objectives today? What you are going to learn at the end of today's lesson? So you will be able to use models such as fraction strips, which we used yesterday, fraction strips to compare fractions. Now, what is the meaning of word compare? Compare mean we will check which fraction is greater, like we did with the numbers, like which is a greater number, which is the smaller number, are the numbers are equal or not. So just like that, we are going to compare fractions this time, and then compare the fractions with same denominator. Today we will choose only the fractions with same denominator. Okay, so let's review what do we know about fractions. What is our knowledge about fractions? So I know that denominator. What is denominator? Excellent, it's the whole. And where do we write denominator? Very good, below the fraction bar. Then, what is the name of the number which we write above the fraction bar? Very good, it's called the numerator. And what is numerator? Excellent is the part described. And then we studied about equivalent fractions. So quickly tell me, what are equivalent fractions? Very good. The fractions with the same value are called equivalent fractions. Good. Okay, then we studied that each point on the number line represents a fraction. And we have written the fractions for the specific points marked on the number line. Okay, let's watch a video and watch it carefully because we are going to discuss what we have learned in the video after the video finishes.
How can you compare fractions with the same denominator? Think about this question during the lesson. Two banners with positive messages are the same size. One banner is 4/6 yellow, and the other banner is 2/6 yellow. Which is greater, 4/6 or 2/6? Remember, comparisons are valid or true only if they refer to the same sized whole. How are 4/6 and 2/6 the same? Both have the same denominator, or the same total number of equal parts of the whole.
The denominator is the number down under the numerator.
How are 4/6 and 2/6 different? Both have different numerators, or different equal parts that are described. Use fraction strips to reason about the sizes of these two fractions. 4/6 is 4 of the unit fraction 1/6. 2/6 is 2 of the unit fraction 1/6. So 4/6 is greater than 2/6. Record the comparison using symbols or words. What is the missing symbol?
Select your answer.
Four-sixths is greater than 2/6. If two fractions have the same denominator, the fraction with the greater numerator is the greater fraction. Now you know how you can compare fractions with the same denominator.
Okay, so what did you learn from the video? Did you get the concept of today's lesson? Excellent. Okay, then tell me that we are going to work with the fractions with same denominator or different denominator? Very good, with the same denominator. And what did video tell you about if the denominator is same, how you will compare the fractions? Very good, by looking at the numerator. By looking at the numerator. Okay, then which fraction is going to be greater? Very nice. The fraction with greater numerator will be greater. And the fraction with small numerator will be smaller. And if the numerator and denominator in one fraction is same like the other fraction, then the two fractions are equal. Okay. Are you excited for today's lesson? Okay, very good. So open your books at page number 685. Let's start our lesson. Okay, so lesson 13.3. What is the problem given that Maria and Evan are both jogging a mile? Maria has jogged 7/8 mile and Evan has jogged 3/8 mile. Who has jogged a shorter distance? Who jogged less? Okay, solve this problem one way you choose, explain how you decide. So first of all, this is the part for Maria and this is the part for Evan. So what is the denominator for both fractions? Quickly tell me. Excellent, it is 8. So we will divide both tracks into how many equal parts? Excellent, 8 equal parts. So we will color how many parts for Maria? Excellent, 7 parts because she finished 7 miles or she jogged 7 miles. And how many parts we will color for Evan? 3 parts. Very nice. So, if the denominator is same, we have just watched the video and then we discussed if the denominator is same, so you will look at what? Excellent, numerator. So, if you look at the numerator 7 and 3, who jogged less? Who jogged shorter distance? Excellent. Evan has jogged shorter distance. Now this is the way I have done this problem. I divided it into 8 parts and then I shaded the parts both of them jogged, and this is my explanation that Evan has jogged shorter distance because 318 is shorter than 718. Okay. So, okay, next page, question 1. Explain how can you use fraction strip to show whether 5/6 or 3/6 of the same whole is greater. Now we have two fractions, 5/6 and 3/6. So which one is greater? Excellent. 5/6 is greater, and how do you know? Very good, because 5 is greater than 3. Okay, so let's draw a fraction strip to see which fraction is greater, as it is given in the question that use a fraction strip. So here is my whole and I have to divide it into how many equal parts? Very good, 6 equal parts, because the denominator, the whole, is 6. So I have divided this into 6 equal parts. Let's see, this is my whole. Now I have to show 5 parts of 6, right? So here I divided into 5 equal parts. Okay, this gray strip is showing 5/6, 5 part of 6. Now I divided this blue into 3 equal parts to show 3/6, right? So now you can see which one is bigger. This gray strip 5/6 is bigger, or the blue strip 3/6 is bigger. Which is the bigger? Excellent. This one is bigger, as we said before, because 5 is greater than 3. So 5/6 is greater than 3/6. Very nice. Now question 2, you will do likewise as we did question 1. And let's do question 4. So again, this whole is divided into 6 equal parts, and this strip is showing 3/6, okay, 3 parts, and the down one is showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So which one is bigger? 5 parts are bigger, greater, or 3 parts are greater? Very nice. 5 is greater because 5 is greater than 3. So 5/6 is greater than 3/6. Excellent. Okay, from question 5 to 14, they are same like we did above. So you have to do it yourself. Use the symbols like greater than, less than, or equal to. And right here, if the fractions are equal, then you will use the symbol. or you have to decide which one is bigger or smaller and use these symbols. Okay, so this is your assessment for today's lesson. In question 21, the picture below shows tile designs which shows less than 4/8 of the whole shaded. So all the strips are divided into 8 equal parts, and you have to choose from A, B, C, and D which one is showing less than 4. Less than 4. So just choose the number of the colored part which is less than 4. Okay, and circle your answer. In question 22, these fractions refer the same whole. Which of these comparisons is not correct? Which is not correct? Okay, so look at the fractions and look at the symbols used in between, and you have to circle the option A, B, C, and D. Which one is not correct? Okay. So that's all for today's lesson. Your homework is assigned on person with today's date. So just look at the date and do your online assignment. And I will see you in the next video with a new lesson. Till then, take care and stay safe.